Alrighty, we're back in business.
All right.
This is episode 12 of No Escaping the Cul-de-Sac. That's Landing Rewatch Podcast. My name is Tricia.
My name is Linda.
Uh, we are recording this on Easter Sunday.
Yes, happy Easter.
Yes, had some family time today with the kiddos and
Yeah,
such.
it was a very nice day.
And we saw our new favorite movie of all time in the last week or so.
Yes.
We saw Project Hail Mary, which we both liked a lot.
Yeah, that was so good.
It was
Best
great.
movie I've seen in a long time.
I think it might be my favorite movie ever.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah,
liked that
it's
movie.
right up there. I'm telling you, it's very good. Go see it if you haven't.
I mean, this isn't coming out for a couple weeks, so I feel like most people who will see it will have seen it by then. So, going right into it, we are starting with episode 11 of season 2. We only have like 3 more weeks of season 2 left, which is
Wow.
crazy. Yeah. But this episode is called A State of Mind. And it opens with Abby and Richard. And it's like, Abby's still hanging out with Richard?
I know, I thought she told him to get lost and meant it. And yeah, why is she letting him come around at all?
She's not being very, like, she's not reciprocating anything that he's doing.
No.
She doesn't really want him to touch her. She I don't know why she's still hanging out with him.
I have no idea either, because, I mean, she's shutting him down. She's telling him, Richard, knock it off. That's enough.
Yeah, I don't know. She's being very strange because she obviously doesn't like him, doesn't want him around. And later in this episode, she calls him pathetic, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
But it's very weird. Like, I don't know why he's still hanging around her all the time. I don't know.
No, I guess she had an afternoon off and she was bored. Who knows with her?
But I guess Jeff, her ex-husband, Jeff, has had the kids for the weekend, and he's coming back in like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Although he does come back early, so he comes back while Richard is there, which I don't think was the plan. But
No, they seemed a little shocked when she heard the kids coming into the backyard.
And oh my god, Jeff bought Olivia a rabbit. A living rabbit. Are you joking?
I mean, that's a lot of responsibility.
You can't just do that.
No.
You don't even live with her.
No.
You're just saying to Abby, here's a responsibility. Bye.
Bye.
And now you're the bad guy if you get rid of this rabbit. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah,
what an
come
asshole.
on. Yes, he is an asshole.
And he's being all pissy about them eating fast food. And it's like, you fed it to them.
You give it to him. And his excuse is, well, they wouldn't eat anything else. Really? Come on.
Oh my god. He's immediately annoying.
Yeah.
He comes in and he's just immediately irritating.
Yes. Ridiculous is what he is. How he's acting with her, what he does when he goes into the house. Her little boy brings out the shoe polish.
Did you forget his name? His name
Yes, I did.
His name is Brian.
Brian, thank you. I didn't want to say, what's his name?
Brian, yes, when Brian's stomach hurts,
Yeah.
so she wants him to get the antacid or whatever, and
Right.
he comes back with shoe polish, and he gets all freaked out about
Yep.
it. He's not a toddler. He's not a baby.
No, like we said, he's old enough to read the bottle, and he would never just take something and just start drinking it. He's 7 years old?
Yes, he's 7.
Yeah, 7 and 9 years old, him and Olivia, so come on.
And he's like, well, what if he thought it was medicine? It's like, I'd still have to tie him down to get him to take it. But he's being so over the top about it, and so over the top about everything Abby ever does.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Abby's not a great person. He probably knows that. But I don't know. It seems like he's intentionally uprooting his kids' lives just to be petty.
Yeah.
And it's not good.
Yeah, just to get to her. I mean, he's just trying to come up with some kind of reason to make her look bad.
And then we have a very short little scene with Laura at work with Scooter and David, her client, who she just closed on his house, and he finally chose a house. I guess she's been working with him for a while to choose a house. I believe, people can correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
but I believe that David is played by her real life husband.
Yes, I think he is.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think this is true.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
He's cute.
He is very cute.
I showed you 500 houses,
Yeah.
and you finally picked one. Like, it's pretty cute. And then Jeff is over at Karen and Sid's house because Abby is Sid's little sister, so this is family to him. He knows them.
Yeah.
So he's over there and he's like trying to grill them for information about Abby.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems really concerned about like how many men has she brought over, which
Yeah.
sure. Totally fair question to ask once, you know?
Sure, because we find out they've been divorced for a year.
And you would want to know, have a bunch of dudes been around my kids?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
are my kids safe? You know, what kind of guys is she having in her house with my kids there? That's something anybody would ask.
And Karen says, just Richard, as far as I know. It's like, Karen?
His face. It's like, come on. But that was funny. Well,
it's true.
It's Abby.
And the kids were in the car talking about Richard. So Abby is like so adamant throughout this whole episode that the kids don't know what's going on. But they know he's there all the time. Jason is always over at their house after school because, God forbid, Richard take care of his own damn kid. So they're over at Abby's all the time. So they know he's around.
Yes, and well, Olivia even knows that he doesn't have a job. He quit his job. She knows information
she knows,
about his life. So, yes.
Olivia is extremely smart and observant. Of course she knows all of this.
Yes.
Olivia is a really smart kid. So, yeah, she knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And Jeff is kind of immediately being flirty with Abby a little bit. It's kind of weird because he offers to take her out to dinner to talk about the kids and to talk about their arrangement, like, in a calm way, which, of course, is never going to happen.
No, of course not.
But he's like, oh, I'll take you out to dinner and we can talk. Then Abby and Olivia have a little scene together, and Tanya Crowe, from this very young age, is just such a good little actress.
She is.
She's really good.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, most of her scenes, 90+% of her scenes are her and an adult actor, like just kind of one-on-one.
Yeah.
And she really holds her own in these scenes. She really does.
She's very good.
She's really good. She works with, of course, Donna Mills a lot, and she works with Joan Van Ark a lot, Ted Shackelford a lot.
Yeah.
She works with mostly the three of them a whole lot.
Yeah, for a long time.
And for years. And she always does very, very well. And she really doesn't seem like she's part of the background or she's a prop for these adult actors to have their moment. Like, she's really like having her own moment in these scenes.
Yeah.
And she's really good. She's always fun to watch. I always enjoy Olivia. Olivia gets big storylines later on.
She does.
Because she's an adult by the time she's not in the show anymore. So she has lots of big stuff that happens, and she really does really good work with all of it. I really enjoy her as an actress. But Olivia is lying on Abby's lap, and she's like, Daddy keeps asking if we're happy. And I say, yes, of course, she says. But he asks so much that I'm starting to wonder if we are.
Yeah, are we happy?
Because if he's asking that much, does he know something I don't know?
Right. Is there something wrong here? Yeah, what aren't you telling me?
Jeff kind of sort of vaguely threatens to take the kids in this scene. Like, he implies it. And it freaks Abby out. She runs over to Karen's house, and Karen and Abby have a great scene. These two together always are just fun. Like, they're always so much fun to watch together.
Oh, yeah, they're very, very good rivals.
And she's like, did you tell Jeff that I'm sleeping with Richard? And she's like, Karen at first does not want to commit to saying that she did.
Like, I really don't want to get into this with you, but
finally Abby is like, do you have proof that we've slept together? Well, can you prove it, Karen? And she's like, well, no, but come on, Abby. And she's like, well, I'll confirm it for you. We've been sleeping together. Isn't that horrible? She's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
He's married.
Yes, to one of my close friends, and yes.
And this is when she calls him pathetic. It's really funny.
It is funny.
Like, if that pathetic little man has one thing in his life that makes him happy, how would Richard react to Abby calling him pathetic?
Oh, that would just ruin him.
Oh, and she says that Laura is full of herself.
Yes.
Excuse
Yes,
me?
and she's never home, and she's very full of herself and all about work.
Laura,
What is that?
Laura Avery,
Yeah,
the
come
most
on now.
the most put upon woman
Yes.
in maybe the history of the world.
Yeah.
Like, are you
Wow.
joking?
Trying to make yourself feel better, give
Laura,
yourself yeah.
who has done nothing until the last like 6 months, but shrink herself so small as to
Yes.
fit into whatever Richard wants her to be,
Yep.
is full of herself
Is full of herself
because
and
she
is doing
because she
nothing
got a
but
job.
working.
Because she got a job
She
that
got
she
a
likes.
job.
Oh my god.
She's just saying all that to try and make herself look better.
Oh yeah,
Like, it's not my
it's
fault.
not my fault.
You know,
Yeah.
did they have a horrible marriage? And if it wasn't me, it'd be somebody else type attitude because of her. Really? Come on.
And I guess it's the next day or something. I don't know why Jeff is still here, by the way. Why is he still in Knots Landing?
Yeah, why is he so well?
Well, we know why, I guess.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the other characters be questioning it at this point? You had your weekend with the kids,
Right.
and you brought them home, so go home.
Why aren't you gone? And it seems like he rarely has those kids. He's
I
not
know
an every
that.
other weekend father.
No, I know that he's been around at least one other time because Abby says to Gary later in the episode, "Oh, you remember Jeff." So he's been around before,
Yeah.
but still, no, not very often, that's for sure.
No, in the last year, very little.
And this is when Gary brings the kids home from school. And he's like, "Oh, Val is busy. So she asked me to pick up the kids. Here they are." They say something about Abby's work at the dealership.
Yeah.
Just kind of nonchalantly, because they both work there. So they just nonchalantly talk about it.
Yeah.
And Jeff's like, "Work?
Work? Why are you working? I give you enough money. You know, why are you working?"
There are so many things about this. Number one, maybe your ex-wife doesn't want to depend on you for money.
Yeah,
Maybe,
exactly.
maybe she knows, because she knows you, that if you give her money and fund her livelihood, that you're going to feel like she owes you something.
Yeah.
That I pay for all of this, so I get a say.
Yep.
Maybe she doesn't want that.
Maybe she doesn't want that. Maybe she wants you out of her life completely. Wants none of your money. Nothing.
And number two, as Abby points out, it's misogynistic. It's the 1980s, she says, which is the further away we get from the 1980s is just a funnier line.
It is.
But
it is funny because, yes, women did work in the 80s. Come on.
yeah, like, mom's work, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
And he's like, "Oh, great," because she says that Val takes the kids sometimes after school if she's still working when they're done with school. And he's like, "Oh, great. So the kids are with some babysitter while you're working at your job." And it's like, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so?
I'm a
and
single
where are
parent.
you?
Right, exactly. I'm a single parent, and I'm trying to make it on my own. What do you want me to do?
Right. Come on.
Oh my god. And I wrote down another asshole who doesn't want his wife to work.
Yep. That wants to control.
Of course. And not even his wife anymore.
No.
And still wants to control how her life is lived.
Yes.
Yeah, and the whole wants her back thing. Like we said, this is one strategy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, this is odd. Put her down, make her feel like nothing, that she is nothing, and she'll come running back to me.
Unfortunately, that is the tactic of a lot of real life abusers.
It is.
But Abby is not the kind of person to respond to that kind of behavior. So,
no, that'll backfire on you every time if you do that to Abby. Bad idea.
Oh my god! And then we have this. I hate this scene with Richard and Laura. And he's making a sandwich.
Oh, God.
And I want him to die. Like, I want him to just drop dead in the kitchen.
Kill him off the show, would you?
Because he's asking her where everything is. Where's the mustard? And she tells him where it is. Where's the pumpernickel? It's in the fridge. Where in the fridge? Oh my god, you're in the fridge.
Right in front of your face in the fridge.
You have eyes.
Yes.
What do you want? Why are you asking me? Who wrapped it in tinfoil? You're the only one who ever uses it.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Anything to knock her down,
And
make her get up and start what? Making him the sandwich for him while he sits on his ass?
ding, ding, ding.
Uh-huh.
I wrote down weaponized incompetence, which is what this is. So,
Yes.
weaponized incompetence
Mhm.
is the idea that usually a man, but not always,
Mhm.
usually a man will pretend that they are bad at something,
Yes.
that they can't do it,
Yeah.
that they don't know where things are,
Right.
that they don't know how it works.
Right. Can't do the laundry,
Yeah.
can't run the dishwasher, can't whatever it happens to be so that you will do it.
Will purposefully do it wrong.
Yeah. Oh,
Will or will
absolutely. Oh,
or
absolutely.
will purposefully do it annoying
Yeah.
so that you will do it for
Yes.
him.
Leave a big mess. Uh-huh.
So weaponized incompetence.
Yeah.
Such a popular thing for abusers to do that it has its own name.
Yeah.
But that is exactly, you nailed it. That is
Thank you.
exactly what he's doing here.
Yes, it is.
Weaponized incompetence.
Yeah.
And then, just because he has to antagonize Laura at every turn, she does what he wanted her to do, which is make him the sandwich.
Make him the sandwich.
She does.
Yep.
And it's still not good enough.
No, of course not.
No,
Of
you're
course
treating
not.
me like a 5-year-old.
Ugh.
Well, maybe if you didn't act
Act
like a 5-year-old.
one. I mean, come
If
on.
if you weren't in the kitchen saying, "Where's this?" and "Where's
Where's
that?"
that?
and "I don't know," and
Yep.
blah, 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 who wrapped it in foil, if you didn't act like that, maybe I wouldn't treat you that way. She opens his can of beer for him and everything. Like, oh my god.
Driving us crazy.
The two of them drive me insane.
Me too.
I
It's
can't
like
handle it
enough
anymore.
of you two together ever. Just
And what she says about this marriage at the end of this episode makes me want to scream.
yeah.
It just
Yeah.
makes me want to scream.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can only hang on to the knowledge that this is not forever.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing that can keep your sanity when you're watching her the way she is with him. And oh
my god, I was thinking about it. I was like, we have a long way to go.
Yeah.
We have a really long way to go.
Yep.
So we leave that scene, thank God. I never want to be there again.
No.
and it's Sid and Karen again. And Sid is like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it.
Of course.
I don't want to talk
yeah.
about Abby. He's avoiding everything that
like
Abby's ever
always.
done, of course. And Sid's like, what has Abby done that's so wrong? And Karen's like, all right, sit down.
You asked me.
I'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
And she goes down the laundry list of like, she borrows things that disappear.
No.
She'll ask you for a million favors and won't return them.
Not any.
She's sleeping with our neighbor, and everyone in this neighborhood, including your children, know that it's happening.
Yep.
So Abby's done a lot of damage.
Yes.
And he still is like not wanted to face it. Not, of course, he's Sid. Of course, this is what he's doing.
Of course.
This is what Sid always does.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about
I
it.
don't want to talk about it. She's not that bad. You're making too big a deal out of this is one of his favorite things to say to
Oh my God,
Karen.
especially in these two episodes. That's his favorite, that's his go-to phrase. You're making such a big deal out of it. And this is the best of the husbands, by the way.
Yeah. That's funny.
This is the cream of the Knots Landing crop.
It is.
This is the best Seaview Circle has to offer at this point.
Yeah. I mean, he's annoying. He needs to wake up. He needs to see things the way they are, but at least he's not doing what the rest of them are doing.
But I mean...
But he's still annoying.
Ignoring what everyone else in this cul-de-sac is doing, just based on his own merits, I could not imagine being married to Sid Fairgate.
No.
I could not imagine it. I would go out of my mind.
Well, these things are going on. That's who you're, one of the people, first people you want to go to and talk to him about it. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, no, it's not.
Of course not.
No, making a big deal out of it. They're not doing that. Gary's not doing this. Abby's not like that. Michael's fine. Oh, all of it. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't imagine it. Because it feels like everything that she comes to him with just gets shut down. Every single time.
Yeah.
They have great scenes. Sid and Karen have wonderful scenes together.
They do. Yeah.
And you can really see, like, the two actors, Michelle Lee and Don Murray, have excellent chemistry
Mhm.
together, and they have excellent scenes, and you really believe that this is a long, long, long-term relationship.
Yeah.
They've been together for almost 20 years. You really feel that between them, that kind of bond, that kind of
Yeah.
closeness,
Right.
but still,
Still, the very
he's
frustrating
so frustrating.
frustrating. Yeah.
He is so frustrating.
Yeah.
You're making a big deal out
Out
of
of
it.
nothing.
Abby gets served the court papers that Jeff is filing for custody of the kids.
Yeah.
Like you said, he doesn't have a snowball's chance in
No, he
hell.
doesn't. She hasn't done anything wrong. You have to prove she's abusive in some kind of way. You can't go into a courtroom and say, well, it looks like she's sleeping with her married neighbor and she keeps cleaner under the sink with 7 and 9-year-old in the house. That's all he has. I mean, there's no way in hell this is ever going to happen.
No. And
It's
he
a
might,
scare tactic.
I mean, if they don't have any formal custody in place, he might get more than he has now.
Yeah.
Like the court might say he gets, I don't know, a week every 6 months and every other
Hmm.
weekend or whatever, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's not gonna take them. Like, it's
No,
just
he's
not gonna
not going to get
happen.
full custody, and she's going to see the kids, what, 1 or 2 days a month or whatever how
No, it
that
would
goes.
never
That's not going
happen.
to happen.
Because that's their home. They live with their mom. She
Yeah.
lives in a nice house. She's got a good job. They go to good schools.
Yes.
They're established there.
Right.
There's no way a court is gonna say, yeah, you can rip your kids out of their home. Like,
No.
there's no way.
No, he just wants to scare her
Oh, of
into
course.
running back to him.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Well, he's going to get the kid, so my only choice is to go back with him so I can keep my kid. No, not going to happen.
Nope. But of course, Abby's freaked out about it. You would.
Well,
And she
sure.
runs over to talk to Sid, and she tells Sid, and Sid is getting all worked up and pissy about it, and kind of blaming Karen for it even happening. Not with words, like he doesn't come out and say anything to her, but the way he's acting
Uh-huh.
toward her, his attitude toward her, he's very much blaming her for this.
Yes, he is.
And he hugs Abby and kind of like glares at Karen
Yes,
over her shoulder.
well, I mean, when her ex-husband shows up, they're in the backyard and he's rubbing her back
Right.
and they're all cozy, and they really didn't need Karen's help in that one.
No, they didn't.
He would have figured it out on his own.
Absolutely. The kids were talking about him.
Right.
He was there when he showed up.
Yes.
And they're acting like Karen said all of these horrible things about
Yeah.
Abby to Jeff.
Right.
And she didn't.
She didn't. She did not throw Abby under the bus.
Like-
All she did was say, well, as far as I know. It's funny to us because we know what Abby's like, whatever, but to him, all she was saying was, well, yes, as far as I know, she's been with him and that's it. Meaning,
It's
no,
all
there's
that-
not a bunch.
right.
Like he says, are there other men parading through the house? And she says, no.
Right, like, no, there's not a whole bunch of guys in and
Yeah.
out of the house. It's just this one guy
Yeah.
who's our neighbor, and I know pretty well, so, like, they're not in any danger.
Right.
But anyway, all Karen does, she does that, and then she invites him over for coffee or something.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I can tell, they don't say anything disparaging there either. Like, she just kind of commiserates with him, like, oh, this sounds really rough that this is happening between you two.
Yeah.
I
And
hope
this
you-
is marriage. Marriage can be tough, that kind of thing.
And, like, divorce seems like it's impossible, and I'm so
Mhm.
sorry, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like she was specifically saying anything horrible about Abby.
No, about, her being a bad mother or
No.
nothing like that. No.
So it's totally unfair for
Yeah.
Sid and Abby both to be blaming her for this.
yes.
And when it's not her fault,
no.
she didn't do anything wrong.
No, and I mean and neither, except for Abby shouldn't be sleeping with Richard, whatever, for whatever reason, but it comes down to he's doing this to you to scare you so that you will come running back to him. That's all it has to do with.
And when Sid is like glaring at Karen
Yeah,
over Abby's
come
shoulder,
on.
and she mouths, "I didn't know."
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, of course you didn't know. Of course you didn't know he was
nothing to do
no.
with it.
Of course you didn't know he was gonna do this. And no, you didn't even tell him anything. So it's
No.
not your fault.
No, he didn't say I'm going to do this, and they're acting like, and then Karen encouraged it for him to do that. No, she had no idea.
They're being so unfair to her.
They are.
And oh my god, we have another scene, unfortunately, between Richard and Laura,
Yeah.
and where Laura is talking about how he just needs to get a job because she's sick and tired of his attitude and of coming home. And oh my God,
Yeah.
he's not even taking care of Jason.
No.
She comes home, the house is a mess.
Yep.
And Jason is asleep in his day clothes.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
sad.
terrible.
That's horrible.
Yeah, you come home, you don't know if he's had dinner, if he's done his homework, if he's not sleeping in his own bed, he's not ready for bed. That's terrible.
He's sleeping in his school clothes.
Yeah, come on.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
And I can't even believe, because Richard's whole thing is that, like, yeah, he hates Laura, but he loves Jason.
Yes.
Apparently not, because he's not even taking care of him.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's bad.
But basically Laura's saying, get a job because I'm sick of you.
Yeah.
And just leave the marriage. It's over.
Take your son, go.
Like, if he's not taking care of your son, and you know that he's eating garbage every night, and he's going to sleep in his clothes, then just take him out of that situation and leave.
And just go. She can go.
I don't want to talk about them anymore.
No, moving on,
Because I feel like we talk about the same thing every time. Because it's the same thing.
It is the same thing.
It's the same scene every time.
Every time.
Anyway, Sid takes Abby to see a lawyer that he knows who's going to handle the custody stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy has a point. He's right. Like, this is going to be rough. Like, they're going to dig into your past and find every little thing that you've ever done and bring it up. But the way that he talks to her and, like, berates her in this scene, with, like, to give her an idea of what it's going to be like, you can't talk to people like that in a court of law. You can't.
You can try.
Well, yeah, but the judge is going to stop you.
And they'll put a stop to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're not going to let a lawyer be like,
badger you.
No, like, exactly, badgering the witness.
Yeah.
How many boyfriends have you had? 2, 6, 10? Like, you're not allowed to talk like that.
No.
Yes, you could start to talk like that.
Yep.
But
they'll stop you.
Yeah, the judge is going to stop you.
Yeah.
And you're going to look like an asshole, and that's not going to help your client's case.
Yeah.
So, but he does have a point. It's going to be
It's
really
going to be rough.
And she's like, well, I don't have a choice. He's trying to take my kids.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give him my kids. And he's not going to take no for an answer. So I guess we're going to court.
Yeah.
And Laura's at work. And her client, David, is sending her flowers. And she kind of knows that he has a crush on her.
Yeah.
And Scooter comes by. And she's telling Scooter, do you think I should head him off at the pass? Do you think I should shoot him down? And it's cute. Scooter's like, I'm not the one you should be asking that question to.
Yeah.
Kind of hinting that Scooter also has feelings for her.
Yes, he does.
It's cute. Laura has 2 men who are probably objectively much better than Richard.
Much better.
It's a very low bar.
Yes, it is a very low bar.
But I'm pretty sure that they both cleared it.
Yeah.
She's got her choice here.
Yes, and what is she choosing between the 3? Oh,
Richard.
My God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And she's kind of contemplating whether or not she's going to entertain this little crush. Just do it.
Just do it. Come on, you're going to come home. Most of the time, your husband's next door with Abby, so
your marriage is in shambles.
It's over. Yeah.
Just do it. And then Richard and Abby have a scene where Abby's telling him, we can't see each other anymore because I'm going through this custody battle and I can't give him any ammunition. So you cannot be around anymore. It has to be over to protect my kids, to keep them with me.
Yes.
And
what does Richard do?
Oh, I know. But I need you.
But I need you. In his little pathetic voice, but I need you.
He's so pathetic.
God.
And she's like, I don't need you. And I certainly need my kids.
Yes.
So, sorry. And, oh my God, I get so distracted in this scene, though. Because the food safety in this kitchen.
Oh, I know. Isn't it terrible?
She's in with her bare hands.
Yeah.
Like, seasoning a steak.
Yeah.
And then she wipes it on her shirt.
Yes.
That she's wearing. And then, without washing her hands, starts touching Richard.
Yes, puts her arms around him, puts her hands around his neck, and talks. It's disgusting.
It's so gross.
Out of E. coli?
I barely even understood what was happening in the scene. I was so freaked out about her complete lack of care about what she was doing with her hands.
It was disgusting.
It was so
disgusting.
gross. Like, no wonder Abby doesn't cook. Like, they established that she's a horrible cook.
Yeah, she knows nothing about cross-contamination, what can happen to you if you do what you just did. Oh,
she's
my
just
God.
spreading disease all over her kitchen.
Man.
But yes, Richard is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Yeah.
Abby was right to call him that.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Is that when he says, I don't like to lose or be a loser?
Yes.
Is that, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. When he says, well, I don't like being a loser.
Mm.
And what did you say? Because it was very funny.
I tried to remember exactly how I put it.
I remember what you said because it was so funny. Well, you'd think with all that practice you'd be good at it.
Yes, you'd be good at it because you are such a great loser. You lose at every single thing you've done. Your job, your relationships, your friends, everything, Richard. We were laughing pretty good.
And then, yes, at this point I did write down, do it, Laura, because they're at dinner to celebrate the closing of the house.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how she convinced him to buy the house and she sold him on it by saying that it has such a great view at night, even though she had never seen the view at night, and how good she was at, like, convincing him. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's right. We've never actually seen the view at night, have we? He says, no. Why don't we go take a look now? Do it, Laura.
Do it.
Do it.
Come on.
She goes with him to the house, at least.
Yes, she does. At least she goes that far.
And then Abby has Jeff over to talk because her lawyer advised her, try to iron this out so it doesn't have to go to court.
Yeah.
Figure out what he wants, what his problem is, see if you can figure something out just between the two of you so you don't have to drag your kids through this, so you don't have to go through this. See if you can work it out. And she's like, it's not going to happen, but I'll try.
Okay, but I'll try, but...
And he's so infuriating.
Oh, he's horrible.
Because she's like, hey, Jeff, we should talk about this. And he's like, well, why would we want to ruin such a lovely evening?
I mean...
Well, you think you're here on a date?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what that idiot thinks. Oh, ooh, she invited me over. She wants me back. Yeah, it has nothing to do with talking about what's happened, what I've done. She gets it. She's got to come back to me now, or else.
But eventually she does get him to talk, and this is just about Richard. He doesn't talk about anything else. He's concerned that she's sleeping with Richard.
Yeah, she's jealous.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's 100% just jealous.
Yeah.
And wants her to pay because she's sleeping with someone who's not him.
Yep.
And it's really gross. Really, really gross. It's horrible. He literally sexually assaults her.
Yes.
He assaults her.
Yeah,
it
he
is
does.
horrible.
Yeah.
Because what is he even saying when he does that? It's really creepy,
It was upsetting, so I just...
Yeah, it's really upsetting.
Uh-huh.
And he's, like, getting in her space and kissing her, and she's telling him not to do it and to stop.
Yeah.
And it's so uncomfortable.
It's awful.
And she hits him, and he starts to cry.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, poor baby.
Yeah. I mean, and why she... even seems for a second to care.
I mean, I think maybe she's putting on an act.
Maybe she is. Yeah, well, I'm gonna agree with you there. I think she was putting on an act. Using it.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. Like, to see him do that to her.
Yeah.
And then to start crying.
Poor me. Oh, everything's such a mess. Yeah, come on.
But she asks him, Jeff, what do you actually want? Like, why are you doing this? What do you want from me?
Yeah.
And he says, I want you back.
Yeah. Yeah. My God.
And then she sleeps with him.
Yes, she does. But, you know...
in a manipulative kind of way.
Yeah, she could definitely use that against him in a court.
Oh, yeah. If he is so worried about our kids and he hates me so much, and I'm such a horrible person, why is he begging for me back and sleeping with me?
Into bed with me, and why do you wake up the next morning and act like we're all a cute little family again?
And Olivia saw him there because she has a nightmare, and she runs into the room and she wants her mom, and I guess supposed to show kind of maybe a wake-up call for Jeff.
Yes.
That hey, these kids have a relationship with their mother
Yeah.
and they need her, and
They
maybe
need
you're doing
yes.
something evil. Cute little scene with Abby and Olivia that she had a nightmare, and she's like,
Mhm.
what's Dad doing here?
Yeah.
Abby says something like, we're still friends and sometimes we still need each other and
Mhm.
whatever. Abby's gonna sleep in Olivia's room because she's scared. And it's cute. It's a
It
cute little
is, it's
it's a
cute.
cute little scene. Now Abby is kind of involving her kids in all of this, and it's a little bit not okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a very complicated situation.
It is.
Then Laura and David are at the house, and he's flirting with her and he's
Mhm.
like kissing her, and she lets him down.
Mhm.
She
Damn
says
it.
that, right? Damn it. It's cute. Like, I kind of get the first thing she says where she's like, I'm just now starting my life. Like, I didn't have one until 6 months ago,
Yeah.
and I'm not too sure where I want it to go yet.
Yeah.
I have this newfound freedom. I have this whole world that's open up to me. I have options
Yeah.
for the first time in my life,
Yeah.
and I'm not ready to take the next step. I gotta, like, find my bearings
Yes,
first.
it's about her right
Which,
now. Yeah.
but then that would have been fine. But but then she has to bring up Richard and
Yeah.
her marriage,
Yes,
whatever
come
sham of a
on.
marriage she still has left, and that she enjoys being needed by him.
Yes! Oh my god, I almost fell off the couch when she said that. I'm like, "You gotta be kidding! Needed? Or come on!"
You like that you come home and he's sloppy drunk and you have to carry him up the stairs
Yes.
and put him to bed because he can't handle his own life
Yes.
or his own home
Right.
or his own child.
Yes, and
Like,
shame on her for putting her son in that situation.
exactly. If Richard's not taking care of him when
Right.
she's not home,
No.
and you're putting him through that because of some weird bond you have with this asshole,
Yes.
like, it's not okay.
No, it's not okay.
Uh, we have so long to go, Mom.
We do.
We have so long
Just
to
yeah,
go.
my stomach just turned when you said we have so long to go with it. Oh man.
We are nowhere near these two being done for good.
No.
Nowhere near.
Nowhere near it. Nope.
Oh my
long,
God.
long way to go.
Like, I'm thinking how many episodes? Almost 50, I think, to go
No.
before they're actually done.
No.
I can't do it.
Oh,
I
thank
can't
God
do it.
there's a lot of other things that are going to come up that we're excited about that we can focus on and
And
just.
the two of them do have a different dynamic going forward. It's not this all the time,
Yeah.
but it's still pretty painful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We have
Wow.
so long to go
We do.
till the end of season 4.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
Wow. No spoil alert.
Well, I've already said a million times. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no way anyone listening believes that these two are going to be together forever.
Forever.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Very true. Yeah, true.
Oh, but there's so long to go. But yeah, when she's talking about her marriage, I wrote down, you don't have a marriage.
No, there is no marriage.
No.
No.
You don't talk to each other.
No.
When you do, all you do is argue.
Yes.
And you just don't have a marriage anymore.
No,
it's
he's
just
he's
over.
abusive to you. It's over.
And she comes home and he's all wine drunk. And she thinks it's all cute that she has to help him up the stairs and put him to bed.
Yeah.
Where's your kid?
Where's your kid? What if your kid had come downstairs sick or afraid of something and you have him passed out on the couch?
Oh
Come
my
on.
God. Can't handle these two anymore.
No.
I don't think... Are they even in the next episode? I think they're not even in the next episode, thank God.
No, I don't think so.
Thank God.
Yay. Ooh,
We don't have to talk
okay.
about them anymore tonight.
Okay.
And then it's the next morning, and Abby has slept with Jeff, and Jeff had gotten up with the kids in the morning and made them breakfast and got them dressed. They're
Yes.
7 and 9. I
Yes.
think they can do it themselves.
I think they probably got up, had breakfast, said, okay, we got to get ready for school, Dad. Went upstairs, got their clothes on, got their school stuff. Really? You got them dressed?
Please. but
Wow.
saying that, like, "Oh, we had a compromise, we'll have waffles this time, and
Mhm.
pancakes next
Next
time."
time.
And she's like, "Next
Next
time?"
time. There is no next time.
And she's like, "It was just a night, Jeff. It doesn't mean we're back together."
Mhm.
And he's very upset about
Yes, he
this.
is. I'm leaving.
And he goes outside, and Karen comes out to, like, try to smooth things over with
Mhm.
him. Like, "Hey, you're not actually gonna do this, right? Like, I didn't know you were gonna do something this stupid."
Right, try and take the kids, yeah.
And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Oh, thank God.
Uh-huh.
You're not gonna do this." But then, like, he says something else weird. And she's like, "What do you mean?"
Uh-huh.
He's like, I said I wasn't gonna take her to court, but I didn't say it was over."
Yep.
And he leaves, and it's like, "Call the police."
Call the police. Go tell Abby, he's planning on taking the kids
Or
and just
something like that.
yeah,
He's
something like
he's
that.
planning
That's what he's
something.
implying here. And he did tell her too. Of course, he's dropping that part of it. Yes, I spent the night. Yes, blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, good. Before he says, I'm not going to take her to court anymore. I thought, good. Then you have your witness to say this guy who's saying what a loser she is and what a horrible parent she is. I'm spending the night over here anyway and trying to get her back. But now he's got a different plan, it seems.
And he's out of his mind crazy.
She's crazy.
Because he's like, you and Abby and Sid are all part of the same conspiracy.
Yes.
Uses the word conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because she's telling me one thing, and
That's
you're telling me
right.
something else, and you're
Yep.
all manipulating me. And it's like, you're out of your mind,
Yeah.
dude.
And then you tell her that, you imply that to her. To
You're-
Karen.
you're
That was
crazy.
really stupid.
That's insane.
Yeah.
He
The
is
guy
not
is nuts.
he is not a stable person.
No.
Good God. No
No.
wonder Abby left his ass.
Yeah.
Like, on top of all the other reasons why Abby would not want to be in that relationship, he's crazy.
He's crazy.
And then Karen's talking to Abby, and she's like, well, you won this time, but I don't think it's over.
Mhm.
And Abby's like, well, what do you mean? And Karen won't answer her.
No,
And
she just dramatically walks across the street to her house, and yeah.
you should probably be answering her.
Yeah.
He just made a threat that was very scary.
Very scary.
So you should probably be telling her.
Yes, and it has to do with the kids. It's not just about Abby, where it's like, well, you
Right.
made this mess. You figure it out. It's about these two little kids who he's implying something else besides what I said is going to happen is going to happen.
Right, exactly.
Mhm.
But that's where this episode ends. Not one of
Yeah.
my favorite episodes.
No,
It
it's okay.
It's okay. Jeff appears a few more times in
Yeah.
in the show, and he's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not one of my favorite storylines, not one of my favorite episodes. It has its moments. It has some
I was
stuff.
going to say,
but
some of it's okay, but no, I agree with you. It's not one of mine either.
I do enjoy the next one a lot more.
Yeah.
The next one is called Players. It's season 2, episode 12. And we open with Sid and Linda working on the engine because that's all they ever do.
All they ever do.
Is work on this damn engine. And he's like, oh, great. It'll be ready for a test drive ahead of schedule because of you. And it's like, you haven't
6 months ahead of schedule.
You haven't taken it for a test drive?
Right. You've been working on this thing forever, and like you said, how do you know how many miles it gets to the gallon? I don't know. Is he running it on something else?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a mechanically minded person.
Right.
I don't know how any of this works.
Yeah.
But I feel like you would have to drive it to know what kind of mileage it gets.
Right. Or how good of a motor it is at all.
Sid was unsure about Linda at first as an employee, but now he really likes her because she really likes working on the engine.
Yeah.
And they can talk about this and they can connect in a way he can't connect with a lot of people because nobody else really gives a shit.
Yeah, true.
Which is nice,
to
I
a point,
guess.
that's nice as long as you're in it with your eyes open.
Exactly. And of course he's not because
No.
he's Sid Fairgate. I wrote down, isn't she here to do repairs?
Yeah.
Like, all that she ever does is help him with this engine, and Gary hired her so they could have more mechanics on staff,
Yes.
so they could do more repairs.
Yeah, I guess they don't. I guess they're doing a very good business right now because they don't need her.
Because
'cause
she
that's all
doesn't
she's
do
doing.
it. She's never doing
She's
it.
never doing it. They're just always have themselves under the hood and working on this stupid engine.
And Karen and Abby walk up, and they invite Linda over to dinner because Sid and Abby's nephew is going to be over,
Yeah.
implying that they have another sibling.
Yeah, because this guy's last name is Fairgate, and it's, wait a minute.
So I guess implying that they have another brother.
Yeah, they've never mentioned any other brother or anything.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Because they bring this character in for this episode, and we never hear about another Fairgate sibling, I don't think, ever again.
No.
So it's very weird.
It is. They could have brought any guy in there.
Yeah.
To do this part. And it could have been a friend of somebody's. They could have made up anything, but now it's like, okay, where's this long-lost brother?
That we never hear about.
Nobody ever said anything about and never do again.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wrote down Abby knows what's up because she tells Karen, hey, that girl's in love with your husband and you should not be inviting her to your house.
Yes.
And Karen's
being
very dismissive. She's like, oh, come on, Abby. He's old enough to be her father, she says. And she goes, and she's old enough not to care. And it's pretty funny.
That was perfect. That was funny.
But yeah, Abby's trying to warn Karen that this is happening right under her nose.
Yep.
And she's not wrong.
No, she's not.
Like, and yes, you would hope that even if she did have a crush on Sid, that you would be secure enough in your relationship to be like, well, I don't really care.
Right.
Obviously, he's not going to cheat on me, so it's cute, innocent little crush. It'll pass, you know.
And, you know, like we were saying, this advice is coming from Abby, who sleeps with anybody.
Right.
So she thinks that everybody's going to do that. Oh,
sure.
If she has a thing for him, you know, what a terrible thing to say about her brother. You better watch out because they're going to end up sleeping together.
That's a really good point. That is a horrible thing to say about her brother.
I just thought of that.
I didn't think of that.
I just thought of it just now. All the times that Sid has defended Abby, and now she's acting like, hey, he's going to cheat on you with this girl. Yeah, that's not right.
That's funny. I had never even put that together. That is
I hadn't neither until just now.
A very uncharitable thing to say about your brother.
It is. It's like, hey, just because you're related doesn't mean he's just like you. You know, if you found out some guy 20-some years old and you were as old as Sid, just because that's what you would do, that doesn't mean that's what he's going to do.
But yes, Abby's trying to warn Karen.
Yeah,
and then,
she is.
Oh no, Richard and Laura are in this episode.
Oh no.
Richard got a job.
Oh.
And he's all excited about this job. And he's being all nicey to her now.
Of course.
He says, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, right.
Wow.
In what? I'm going to swear. In what fucking universe?
Yes. Would you ever be proud? Come on here.
Like, at no time have you ever indicated that you are proud of her. All you've done is put her down and berate her and mock her job.
Yes.
That's all you've ever done.
I mean, daily, about anything. Little things and big things. I mean, come on here. Like I said, she's getting sucked back in here. He's starting to compliment her because he's got his ego boost, and now he's thinking he's big shit because he got his job and blah, blah, blah. So now he's being nice to her. It's like, really? You're going to get into this kind of crap when tomorrow he's going to be treating you like crap again?
I can't even believe it. The audacity for him to even pretend that he ever thought anything positive about her having this job.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is.
Just because he's got a job again, he's feeling good about himself again, he's going to pretend that everything was always fine.
Always fine, and I was always there I was always great. Oh, just so proud of you.
And he's like, I'm looking forward to being the breadwinner again. It's like, you ain't going to be the breadwinner.
No, and can't he figure that out? When she's working for this real estate company who sells homes for over $1 million?
Come on.
Yeah. Really?
No, you will never again be the breadwinner.
No.
And in any healthy marriage, that's not a big deal. You both have your job, and you make your money, and you pool your money, and that's the money you have.
Yes, and he admitted in that episode where we were liking their conversation a while back, where he was being vulnerable and admitting I was raised that way. I'm supposed to be the man of the house and the breadwinner and all this, turns out, of course, to be crap that he's telling her. And now he's all happy and thinking, oh, yeah, I'm back. I'm back in the driver's seat.
And I'm sorry, you are still never allowed to look at the bank account.
No!
Because look what happened.
Yes, and as soon as he says how much he's making and is talking about all the stuff that has to do with the job, we're like, yeah, no, don't go getting yourself 20, 30, $50,000 in debt in the first week of your new job, like you did with your last one. Come on.
Oh, yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
Anyway,
Ugh.
Abby's getting into Karen's head. They're all at dinner now.
Mhm.
And Linda and Paul, their mysterious nephew,
Mhm.
who will leave as mysteriously as he has arrived.
Yes.
He's here, and he's in these two scenes and never again.
No.
But they're all here at dinner, and Linda's there. And Abby's getting under Karen's skin because she
Mhm.
keeps needling her about this,
Yeah.
about how Linda has a crush on Sid
Yep.
and blah, 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 blah,
Shouldn't have
blah.
invited her here for dinner tonight.
And she's
Uh-huh.
really starting to get to Karen. Like, it's
Yeah.
starting to bother her.
Yeah.
Which it
it
would. Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
If someone wouldn't shut up about it, yeah,
Uh-huh.
it would bother
Yeah.
you. And Linda could not be signaling any more clearly that she is not into this man,
Yes.
that she finds him boring, and she
Mhm.
feels awkward, and
And wants to go.
leave. And he invites her to some concert that night,
Yes.
and she's coming up with all these excuses why she
Mhm.
can't go. Like, oh, we both have our cars here. Oh, I could just follow you there, which
Uh-huh.
is the real indicator that she is not interested.
Yes.
Like-
and I gotta get up early to go to work tomorrow, and Sid chimes in. No, you don't, with his little giggle that he has. And no, you don't. You don't. you, I made you laugh. I love that. You don't have to get up and go to work early tomorrow. Go ahead, just go.
I'm trying not to ruin what you're saying on the mic by laughing into the mic. You made me laugh really hard.
Yes, I did. That was good.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, come on, just go ahead.
Just go ahead.
No! Andy, are you all stupid?
Yes.
This is a young woman who probably feels pressured to say yes.
Right.
And everyone in this room is pressuring her to get in a car with a man she does not know and is not interested in.
I'm not interested in him. Like you kept saying, leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Just, fine. Just drop it. Just leave her alone.
Oh, did I come on a little strong?
Did I come on?
Yeah,
Yes,
a little
you
bit.
did. You all did.
Yeah, because she very nervously gets up and leaves. Which, yeah, you're getting the
Mhm.
hell out of there.
Yes, you would.
These people are all acting weird.
Yeah. Wow, what do you want to do? Start planning our wedding tomorrow? What
It's
the hell
so
are you doing
weird.
here?
But
Let
yeah,
me go.
she
I'm
leaves.
leaving.
Thank goodness she leaves.
Yes.
And then they're at the shop again the next morning, and Linda's apologizing for being awkward, and he's like,
Mhm.
no, it was fine. We probably put too much pressure on you to have a good time with him, and we're sorry.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
And we both were mentioning this. I wrote down, how do you just tinker all day, every day?
Yes.
What are you doing
What
to
are you
this
doing?
engine?
What are you doing with it? For hours and on end, 7 days a week. What are you doing?
No idea. I mean, I don't know
No.
anything about engines, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But
No.
I don't think you can just pop open the hood and tinker with something as like a full-time job.
Yeah, as a full-time job. Okay, this isn't working, and then you come up with another scenario that might work with this engine. Well, I don't think you're going to come up with ideas one right after another to keep you busy. Like you say, full-time job.
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
It is strange.
But they say they're going to go pick up parts and we'll be back. And
Uh-huh.
Karen has already called and asked him to go to lunch. And he says, oh, I'm swamped. How about we go out for dinner tonight?
Mhm.
She gets all excited like you would. Like, oh, you're
Yes.
going to take me to Andre's? I guess
Yeah.
a really nice restaurant.
Well, yeah, he
Well-
says, call and make a reservation. We'll do that. I'm sorry, I'm busy this afternoon.
So she's all excited and hyped up for
Yep.
this nice dinner she's going to
Yeah.
have with her husband. He goes to, quote unquote, get parts with Linda.
Yeah.
We'll check back on that.
Yes, we will.
And then there's a little scene. I think you got up to do something during this scene. It's very short, between Ginger and Val. And
Oh,
Ginger
yeah.
has been shopping And it's very cute because she comes over to Val's and to show her these baby clothes that
Aw.
she bought, and it's
Yeah.
very cute.
Nice.
And Val's like, "Oh, that's really cute," but it's like a little dress, and she's like, "But how do you know it's gonna be a girl?" And she's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I don't." And she pulls out a little boy's outfit, and it's really cute.
Oh.
Like, it's precious.
Yeah, I did miss that part.
And Ginger's all excited that she's having a baby, which is cute.
Yeah.
And 'cause she's had time to process it at this
Mhm.
point. And Val says something about Kenny, and I think asks her, like, "Oh, how'd he take the news?" or something like that, and she's
Yeah.
like, "I haven't told him yet." And it's been
Mhm.
a few months at this point. So Val, not being judgmental or anything, is just like, "Well, you probably should tell him."
Yeah.
But like we were saying, like, of course she doesn't wanna tell him. He's an abusive asshole.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
grabbed her, he
Yeah.
gets in her face and
Face.
yells at her.
Yeah.
Of course she doesn't wanna tell him.
No, she doesn't know what he's gonna do, how she's, or he is gonna take it. Right.
Exactly, like, is he gonna hit me? Is he gonna scream at
Scream at
me?
me and say,
Like,
okay, then I'm moving back in tomorrow then, and you can't tell me I'm not gonna ever see the baby, and just totally go, who
ballistic?
knows with
Yeah.
him what he might do.
Yeah, but
Why haven't you told me until now?
uh-huh. But she is at the point where she is gonna have to tell him,
Well,
unfortunately.
yeah, I mean, she's gonna see that she is pregnant.
She's gonna yeah, he's around, so he's gonna know at some point.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Sid is being bad."
Yeah.
Because they went and got this part, and then they were like, "Oh, it's lunchtime." The
Mhm.
lunch he said he could not do with Karen, by the way.
Yes.
Let's just grab a hot dog. So they go to this, like, arcade to get a hot dog,
Yeah.
and then they play this racing game 100 times. They, like, make a bet on it, and they're, like, being cute together.
Oh God, yeah,
And
real cute.
like you said, if you were her, you'd think that these were signals
Yes.
that he's flirting with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, laughing with you, joke with you, putting his arm around her. She's kind of half hanging on him when she wins, all excited and laughing and smiling together. If you were her, that young girl, and you were in love with this guy, you would think he has feelings for me.
Oh, of course he would.
He's flirting with me.
And like we said, I don't think they ever cleared up the misunderstanding. In her head, as far as she knows, he has already been asked on a romantic weekend.
Yes. And the only excuse he gave was, I can't leave Karen to take care of Michael by herself.
Yeah. Because he didn't know it was romantic, because he's stupid.
No,
So, yeah, of course she's going to think this is flirting. Of
well,
course.
Yeah.
And I wrote down, because it's just kind of silly, they play this game a whole bunch of times, and every time she wins, it's the exact same shot. Like, they didn't film multiple of these.
Oh, that's
It's
funny.
always the exact
Just
same
show
shot.
the same thing.
It's really funny.
That's funny.
They were cheap on this one.
That is funny.
It's the exact same.
Wow.
Every time she wins. Karen comes to the dealership. I don't remember why she's there, because she thought that Sid was swamped and couldn't go to lunch. So I'm not sure why she's there.
Yeah.
But she asks for Sid, and they say, Gary and Abby say that they went for a part, and Abby is loving this.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh, yeah, they've been gone since like 11 o'clock.
Which is like, at that time of day, a few hours.
Again, that's your brother.
Yes.
Like, that's a horrible thing.
No kidding. It is.
To think might be happening.
Yeah.
Like, you just think that your brother that you love so much is gonna be a cheater?
Yeah, she knows he's not like
No,
that.
I think she's just playing games with Karen.
Because she doesn't like Karen.
Yeah, exactly. But it's still not nice.
No. No.
And Laura gets a call from the office saying that escrow closed on a $1.2 million house, and it's her first, like, gigantic sale.
Yeah.
And she's told that her commission on this $1 million house is $36,000. And Richard has just told her that his starting offer at his new job is $35,000. And she hears this number, and she's like, I just made in 20 seconds what my husband will make in a year.
Yeah.
And she says, how am I going to tell Richard?
Tell my husband. Yeah, how am I going to tell Richard? That's, like you said when we're watching it, that's her first thought. That's her reaction. That's what, I mean, wow.
You would be, right? You'd think that she'd be all excited and happy.
Yes, oh my God.
I can't wait to tell everybody. This is so exciting.
Yes.
Oh, no. Her reaction is, oh no, how am I going to tell Richard?
Richard?
Because she knows he's going to be upset. Get
Wow.
out of this marriage.
Yes. Well, she's almost, I don't want to say getting what she gets, but,
I mean, at a certain point, kind of,
kind of.
because he's not a scary person.
Right.
He's not a physically abusive
No,
person.
but he is very mean.
I mean, yes, he's degraded her
Yes.
for many, many years.
He's a psychological
Oh, yes.
abuser.
Absolutely, he
you
is.
know?
Like, he's made her feel so small.
Yeah,
And has
so many times.
And has put her in all of these boxes that she's
Yeah.
not allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Like, yes, psychologically, maybe she feels like she's trapped here.
Yeah.
Still, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But she does have the means and the ability to just get away, and I wish she would.
Wish she would. Yeah.
And oh my god. Then we have this scene between Sid and Karen, and she's at home and she's really upset because it's really late.
Mm-hmm.
And they had reservations that they have now missed at this restaurant because he got all into the friggin' engine again when he got back from work.
Yep.
And she's making dinner that she now has to make because he missed their reservation.
Yeah.
And she's very upset.
Well, of course she would be. You find out he's not been at work when he told her we can't go to lunch, and it doesn't take that long to go get this part. It's like, okay, what's happening with that? Then, like you said, he goes back to the dealership and they end up working on it for hours, and he just totally forgets all about her.
Yep. Of course he'd be extremely upset.
Well,
About him leaving at lunch with her and spending all this time with her at lunch, spending time with her after that, working on this engine.
When you're supposed to be with her?
Yes, of course. And he's like, oh, you are going to make a big deal out of this.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's just
I thought we were going on a date at a nice restaurant. I thought you wanted to take me out to a nice dinner.
It was his idea. Yeah, it was his idea. And now you're going to sit there and say, oh, now you're getting all upset because I forgot that.
Yes, I am making a big deal out of it.
That's terrible.
I am angry at you.
Wow.
And he gets all upset. She does throw Linda in his face.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. And he leaves. And as he's leaving, she says, oh, yeah, go play with your car.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you ever do. Man, these two are not in the best place by the end of this season, are they?
No, not really. And to a point, you can understand Sid wanting her to be more into this engine. But, she does talk to him about it. But her having to deal with him being so obsessed with this thing that
I understand
more important than her and time with her. Come on.
If you are actually getting this kind of mileage on this engine, that's a big deal. I understand that.
It is.
That's going to make you a millionaire.
Sure.
But still, your family still has to be your priority.
Yeah.
You can't just completely forget about them. You have all the time in the world to perfect this engine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be all day, every single day.
Every day. Yeah.
But yeah, he goes to the dealership and Linda is there.
Of course.
And this is horrible. What he does is
It is.
just horrible.
It is.
Because he knows that Karen is upset
Yeah.
about his relationship with Linda.
Yes.
And he suggests to her that they take the car for a spin.
Yeah.
That they just go drive somewhere together. It's horrible.
It's terrible, and it does not matter if he believes that this girl has feelings for him or not. It does on some level, but like you said, if it's upsetting Karen, they're having a really big issue with this, that's not what you go do.
It is not okay.
No, it's not okay.
Yes, maybe he thinks that she's crazy and there's nothing there between them. But if she is upset about this relationship, when you're in the middle of that argument, it is not okay for you to invite that person to just go driving with you.
No.
I couldn't believe it.
No.
It's insane.
Yeah, that was bad.
And Laura has made this nice dinner for Richard, and she bought him this briefcase, expensive, nice briefcase for his new job. I wrote down softening the blow.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
She knows. It's so sad because in any healthy relationship, if this was happening, you'd be so excited to tell your person, your partner, that this was happening.
This is what just happened for you. You just sold this house. You just made this this money, you've accomplished such a huge thing. Yeah, you would be happy. You'd be doing all those things because you're excited.
Yeah, not
And
because you're dreading what he's gonna say or
yeah,
do.
yeah,
Oh, it's so sad. And they have this conversation about, he's like, "Oh, I get it." Because apparently, hey, I'm surprised. He remembered what house this was
yeah.
and the name of the client. I was really surprised that he actually remembered this.
Remembered it. Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you closed on that house, didn't you?" And she's like,
That's a lawyer in him, I guess, remembers details of certain
"I guess,"
things,
but
I
like,
guess,
he was
because
listening to her, which is insane.
it
He
is.
never does.
It is because no, he doesn't.
But he's like, "Oh, I see what this is.
Mm-hmm.
You closed on that house. How much did it sell for?"
Uh-huh.
$1.2 million. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Okay," doing the math in his
Yep.
head. He's like, $36,000,
Mm-hmm.
realizing that's more than he makes in a year.
Yep.
And she's like trying to like put out the flames as soon
Yeah.
as she says it. Because she's like, "I propose a toast that everything we have is ours, and all success for either of us is our success."
Oh.
And which is nice.
It is nice, but like we keep saying, in a loving, mutual, respecting relationship. Not when you're trying to appease this person.
Exactly. Like, you wouldn't have to say this to someone you've been married to this long.
Right.
Because it would just be implied.
It would. That'd just be how you are.
And he doesn't say anything negative about it, to his credit, at this point in time.
Yeah.
He just is like, kind of, you could see him contemplating it, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I will never, ever be the one making the money in this house again.
I will not be the one supporting this family. I will
Never."
not. Yeah.
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 And so he's kind of internalizing that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't say anything. So
Which is amazing.
it's incredible that he doesn't say anything.
Mhm.
And I guess Gary is going to AA or something like that. And he goes, "I'm going to come right home."
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the first scene they've had together since the whole cheating with Judy thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, darling, you don't have to say that. Everything's just the same." No,
Oh,
it's
no,
not.
it's not.
It never, ever
It's
will
not
be again.
the same.
It could never be. It would never be the
No.
same.
No.
I get her reasoning and her feelings for
Sure.
wanting to work on
Sure.
this.
And you can. Some people can. But when you have the scene that we watch where 2 different times he is telling her, "Don't you trust me?"
Oh my God.
while he's doing this cheating, and now he is supposed to just be trusted?
Right.
No.
Like, I'm sorry, like, I will work on this with you. Our relationship from this point forward is a different relationship. It just is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get why she wants to work on it. I respect that she wants to work on
Sure.
it.
And that she's going to try to make it work, but
It's not the same,
no, it's not.
and you can't pretend that it's the same,
No.
or it's just gonna fail all over again. Karen and Val have this wonderful scene. A few scenes in this one, they have wonderful scenes. They are the best.
They are. They're just so fun and easy to watch because they're just like watching 2 best friends, and
They are. Their chemistry is so natural.
it is.
And I really love knowing that these two are still best friends in real
Yeah.
life today.
Yeah.
Like, they just love each other.
Mhm.
And you can tell that they genuinely just love each other when
Yeah.
you watch these scenes. And they're talking about how Karen feels silly for being so worried
Mhm.
that Sid stormed out of the house. And she's like, "Oh, I'm just being silly. If you can't trust Sid, who can you trust? Unless, of course, it's Gary." And Val just kind of gets this look in her eye.
Uh-huh.
And Karen's like, "Well, what?"
Yeah, what's that look? Uh-huh.
And she tells her, she says that Gary had an affair with Judy Trent.
Mhm.
And Karen's, of course, just shocked.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the Gary and Val that she knows. Although, I feel like she should know that
She
this
should
happened.
know a lot of this. I mean, they did have them over for dinner the night Val was
Yep.
very upset and went screaming out of the cul-de-sac.
And she said in front of Karen and Sid, "Judy came over, and I know about it,
That's
and I
right.
can't stand to look at you."
That's
They
right.
should have been able to put that together.
Yeah, you would think so.
But anyway, it's a nice scene anyway.
It is.
Where
It really is.
She's just so shocked by this.
Yeah.
And Karen is like, "Well, what did you do?"
Mhm.
And Val, it's so sad. I've always loved this line, And I've always loved her delivery of this line. I've always remembered it through all these years. I've
Yeah.
remembered her just going, I died.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it killed me.
Yeah.
And it's just so sad. Aaron says something like, I don't think I could have been as understanding as you.
Mhm.
And she says, well, I'm not being understanding. I just have to accept it because if I want him and I want our relationship, I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And it's just so
It
sad
is. It's heart-wrenching, you
because
know?
I totally understand why Val, particularly as a character,
Yes.
wants this marriage to
Yeah.
work so badly.
Yeah. After her life has been so tough and
I mean, everything in her life has just been horrible. Her childhood was horrible. Mother
her
didn't
mother's
take care of
terrible.
her. Her dad passed away when she was very young. Like,
Yeah.
he loved her very much, but
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah.
And
she had her child taken away from her
right.
and
She had this relationship with Gary when they were very young, and he got drunk and freaked out and wasn't there
Mhm.
for her. And as a result, her child got taken away from her.
Yeah.
And then all those years later, after she's lived with this pain,
Mhm.
she reconnects with her daughter. Her
Yeah.
daughter, who that doesn't go the way she wants it to either. Lucy decides to stay in Dallas, which is understandable. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
place
where
that
she
she
grew up.
knows.
Yeah.
But it has to be hard for Val to accept
Oh God,
that
yeah.
so much time has passed that she
Yeah.
just lost her opportunity to have the relationship she wanted to have with
Mhm.
Lucy.
Yeah.
And then she gets back together with Gary and she
Yep.
thinks, like, this is it.
Yes.
This is the
it.
one
This is
thing
yes.
that I'm going to be able to keep.
Yep.
That everything's going to be great. Everything's gone so well
Yep.
for the last, like, year and a half.
Yeah. We've got her house. He's got a good job. Everything's going well, and
she's
just not willing to let another thing go.
Of course. Everything else that she ever had has just been ripped away from her. So, of course, she's hanging on to this relationship for dear life.
Yeah.
Because what else does Val have? She doesn't have
Nothing.
anything. At this point, thankfully, thank God, she will have other things in her life that
Right.
fulfill her. But as of right now,
She's got Karen, and that's it.
that's it.
That's it.
It's very sad.
It is.
And I totally get her reasoning. I totally get why she feels this way. I also very much think that she needs to go to therapy.
We've said that a
Oh my
few
God.
times, and she
Like, not even in,
really,
like,
really does.
Not even in, like, a jokey, haha, valuing needs therapy. Like, legitimately, if there was a person on earth who needed therapy, it's her.
It's her.
Because she has so much trauma in her life. And I don't think she should be making as big of a decision as whether or not to work on this marriage without help from a neutral third party.
Yeah, without a professional.
It's very sad. It's just so depressing.
It's sad.
And Karen just doesn't really know what to do. And she just hugs her. And she says, let's go get a pizza. And that's one of the big major moments between Karen and Val. Everyone remembers this one. Everyone knows this one. Let's go get a pizza. So sweet. Like, I know I can't fix this, but I'm going to be here to listen if you need to talk. I want you here with me tonight because, oh my God. And of course, I'm going through this too, this anxiety of whether or not my husband is cheating on me.
Now I'm really starting to freak out because if you two have that problem, and I'm going to have the same damn problem.
Because it's you and Gary, and I never clocked Gary for being someone like that. So great. Now I'm more worried. And I'm worried about you now, so let's just go get a pizza.
Get a pizza, yeah.
Sid and Linda are in the car, and apparently this thing goes 80 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
Insane.
Yeah, it is.
Like we've said before, I don't think it's physically possible, but in the universe,
who knows, I guess.
Knots Landing, if it is physically possible, that's incredible.
Well, they do work on it 24/7,
I guess.
so I guess.
And he says, if we work on it more, we're going to get 100 miles to the gallon. That would change the entire world.
It would.
That would make you a billionaire.
Yeah, it would.
Because it would just change the world. Everything runs on gas. Yeah. That would change the world.
It would.
And it's insane.
It is, because it's never happened and probably never will.
No. I mean, maybe this is physically possible, and oil is such a huge industry in the world that it's just not allowed to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's true.
Maybe that's it.
I mean, that's the problem with clean energy. And not to get political on our podcast. But maybe it's the same kind of deal with, like, they won't, like, lobbyists won't let
Yeah.
clean energy happen
Mhm.
because of the oil industry, and that might be this true of, like, really efficient engines. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Could be.
yeah, but this would change your life if you
Yeah.
invented this kind of thing. And they are talking to each other in front of the car, and they kind of lock eyes, and there's kind of this moment.
Mhm.
And it's like, "Yeah, Sid, did you feel that?"
Yeah. Yep. Are
Obviously,
you getting it now?
they weren't bullshitting you, like,
Yeah.
she's in love with you, and he kinda brushes it off, and they get back in the car to keep
Mhm.
driving, but, like, they had this moment.
Yes, they did. Oh, they did. It's like, you dumbass. Are you believing your wife now if you
Right?
see that she had a reason to be worried about it or upset about it now?
And then Ginger has called Kenny over because the speaker system's not working correctly,
Mhm.
and she needs him to fix it, which is probably a pretense because she knows that she needs to tell him.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he's over and he fixes it pretty easily. And
Mhm.
she's like, "Yeah, I was trying to move your stuff out of the workroom." And he's like, "Oh, you're moving all my stuff out of the workroom now? Like, this
Mhm.
is, like, over, like, you're
Yeah.
moving my crap out?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I need the space." And he's like, "What for?" And
Mhm.
she tells him that she's pregnant,
Yeah.
and, he doesn't react terribly. He's
No.
surprised, he just says, "Wow."
Wow. Yeah. Then he says, "Isn't that something?" Just
That's kinda
yeah.
cute. I hate Kenny, but his reaction to this wasn't terrible, so
No, it was pretty nice. He had a nice smile and
well,
didn't right away,
I mean,
unless I blocked it out, didn't right away use it as a reason to
uh,
move back, or did he?
he does later,
Oh, that's true.
but
Yeah,
not
that's
right
true.
in the
Not right
moment.
now. Yeah.
No. His initial reaction is okay, I'll give him a pass. And then Karen and Val are driving to the dealership. I guess they're on their way home with their pizza,
Uh-huh.
and they decide to check on him.
The old Val says, "Where are you going, Karen?"
Sid and Linda's cars are both there, and she is upset about it, so she goes up to the door to see if they're in there, and she gets back in the car, and Val's like, "Well, were they in there?"
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "Nope, but that damned car is gone."
And Val's just looking like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah. So they go back home, back to Linda and Sid, and they're in the car, and she's being very overt at this point
Mm-hmm.
about, like, no one would ever know and all this stuff. It's like, Sid, at this point, you're letting it go too far. You should be shutting this down
Yeah.
at this point. He
Yeah.
doesn't yet. He kind of is still entertaining this.
A little bit, yeah, kind of leading her on a little bit. It's kind of like, don't do this to her either.
And she's like, is your wife upset about the engine or about me?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, kind of both. And she's like, oh, she thinks that I'm in love with you, doesn't she? And he's like, well, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And she confesses that she is. And he should, at this immediately,
Yes.
should be like, I'm sorry. No.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry that you have those feelings, but nothing can happen between us.
Nothing can
But he
happen.
doesn't say that.
Because I'm a happily married man, and I'm sorry, but I just don't have those
No.
feelings for you.
And
But
not only does he not do that, she kisses him,
yeah,
and he kisses back.
kisses back.
He does not, like, push her away or anything.
Stop it.
No.
No.
Ugh,
Nope.
William Sidney Fairgate.
Yes.
And Ginger, stop sleeping with Kenny.
Stop sleeping with Kenny.
Just stop.
Really?
Go sleep with Carl.
Yes, that's what I said.
If you need a release.
Yes, if you need that in your life, then go to Carl. He knows your situation. He thinks you're an amazing person. Yeah, just stop.
And this is when Kenny is like, okay, so I'll put my stuff here and the
That's
baby
right.
stuff will go here.
That's
She's
right.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, you're
coming
not.
home. This is like the 5th time we've had
when
this
is she
conversation.
gonna learn that it's, he does it anyway, but if you jump into bed with him, that always signals to him, I'm coming back.
Yep, over and over and over
Why?
again.
Yep.
And he's like, well, we're having a baby, so of course I'm coming home. And she's like, we haven't worked through any of our
Anything.
problems yet.
Yes.
You won't talk to me about any of this.
Right.
Yes, you left Sylvie. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
We have so much other crap to deal with.
Yep.
And he's like, oh yeah, but the baby will help.
The baby will help.
Yeah,
fix
because
that.
that's always been a tried and true
Yeah.
strategy.
Come
I mean, as
on.
someone who has brought children into a strong, healthy relationship,
Mhm.
it puts so much strain on a good relationship.
Mhm. Yes, it can.
I can't imagine what a child does to a bad
Yeah,
relationship.
especially one like theirs,
Because I
come
have been
on.
there. I have done the exhaustion and the not sleeping
Mhm.
and the who's taking care of the baby when and the
Yeah,
scheduling and everything.
all of it,
And
sure.
it's very difficult. And I can't imagine doing that while also dealing with being in a relationship that I don't really want to be in.
Right, where is he? Who's he with? What's he gonna do next? And,
Ay, ay,
all the
ay.
crap Kenny has done, is he gonna keep doing all this while I'm trying to be a good mom to this baby? I gotta be stressed out about that? Yeah,
Good
that's gonna say,
Lord.
"Oh, I have a baby now," so that magically does not go away.
Unfortunately, Kenny and Ginger are kind of on the mend at this point, which I hate, but that's where we are. And I love this scene where Karen is just ranting about this situation and Val's sitting on
Yeah.
the couch and is just letting her talk.
Yes, yeah,
It's really good
it is good.
because
Letting her vent.
it's a really good monologue. Michelle Lee does really
Mhm.
well with it. She's like, and what do I
Yeah.
do when I'm told that she's in love with my husband?
Yeah.
Do I do I put a stop to it? Do I say anything?
Mm.
No.
No.
I invite the girl over for
Yeah.
dinner.
And I think she says something about the fight they had, and I push him out the door,
Right into her
right into
arms.
her arms. Yep.
It's pretty funny. And then there's this really lovely moment where she kind of calms down and she sits down and she says, she reaches him in a place I never go,
Hmm.
which I think is so real. Like
It is. Yeah.
it's so understandable that like this person has something in common with him that I
Mhm.
just don't have in
I
common with
just
him.
don't.
There's
And
no
it's
way that I could get to the point that she is of
right.
interest and knowledge about
Mhm.
this engine.
Right. Not in a, and she's not doing it in a mean way to him. That's just not her. It's
And
just not in her.
no, and it's just a fact. And
You know?
it's a really hard to accept fact.
Yeah.
She reaches him in a place I never go.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
it's so sad, and
It
it's like, I
is.
can't do anything about that. That part of him is inaccessible to me
Mhm.
because it's not an
She just
interest of
doesn't get
mine.
it.
I
Yeah.
don't understand his feelings. I don't
Yeah.
have the mechanical knowledge to talk shop with him.
Mhm.
It's just a part of his life that has nothing to do with me. And at this point, it's such a large part of his life that I feel like I have nothing in common with him anymore
Yeah.
because all he talks about is this
Yeah.
engine.
Yeah.
And it's just very sad. And
Yeah.
it's really well written and well
And
performed.
it is.
I
Yeah.
really like this scene.
That was a good scene.
And but of course the comic relief is that Val has fallen
Fallen
asleep.
asleep.
It's 2 in the morning.
Yes, she tells her Val, wakes her at 2 in the morning, you need to go home.
And I said, if I was waiting for my cheating husband
Uh-huh.
to come home, I would be in that house
Yes.
10 minutes before he was supposed to be home.
Uh-huh. And has she been looking out the window? Does she
Uh-huh.
know? Did she see him drive up? Because she sure as hell should have been.
But now we're back with Linda and Sid. And Linda has a great moment in this scene
She does.
where he's turning her down
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, you know what? I think Karen's right. I think that you wanted this to happen
Uh-huh.
and you knowingly came out here with me
Yep.
because you like it.
You like it. Yeah.
Because you enjoy the idea that a younger woman is
Mhm.
attracted to you.
Yep.
And she's absolutely right.
She let him have it. She
She's-
was right on every point of it. She really let him have it.
And
And good for her.
yeah, absolutely. Good
Uh-huh.
for her. If someone's
Yes.
so young,
Yeah.
being able to just pinpoint it like that
Yeah.
and saying, okay, great.
And say it.
So,
and tell him that.
right. So, like,
Mm.
and like, okay, great. You get to have your good time being
Mhm.
flirted with this young, cute girl. But where does that leave me?
Yeah.
I was legitimately falling in love with you,
Mhm.
and that doesn't seem to matter to you, that you're stomping on my heart and
Yeah.
leading me on and doing all of these terrible things to me to break my heart
Mm-hmm.
because you wanted an ego boost.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely correct and
It
true.
is, and I love
and-
that they had this scene go this way instead of her falling apart.
I mean, but she does after
Well,
this.
but I mean, she got it out. She
She
was
did.
able to tell him exactly what she was feeling and what she was thinking. I thought, well, good for you. You
Yeah,
know?
absolutely good for you.
Yes.
I'm glad she said it. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
glad that she then begs him to let the truck drive by so they can stay there
Oh, that was
together.
not good. No.
But
It
I
was the
wish it.
last little effort for her to get him
Sure.
to want to do something
Which,
with her, but
sure, I feel like a girl in her early 20s who's just madly in love,
yeah.
sure, you're gonna be
Yeah,
dumb
okay.
and do that,
Yeah.
but it does undermine what she just said.
Yeah, it pretty much does.
But I'm glad she said it. I like
Yeah.
that moment where she's like, "You'd have no consideration for my feelings.
Mhm.
You led me to believe this was mutual, and I know you did it on purpose.
Yep.
And so, do you even care that this hurt me?"
That this hurt me and that your wife was right?
It's a nice scene, except for the
It
last
is.
part.
Yeah, yeah. Just
and
let the truck go by.
and now it's like almost 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
and Karen is in her pajamas,
Mhm.
and oh, we forgot to mention that the car broke down. That's why they were gone
Oh,
that
that's
long.
right.
They
Yeah.
were doing another drive, and they
Yeah.
went too fast, and something, like, fell off the car.
Yeah. He says later it's a rod that
Yeah.
falls off the car.
So, they are stranded. We totally
Mhm.
forgot to mention that. That's why they've been gone for hours and hours and hours. So, Karen is all dressed in her pajamas, and she hears him drive up, and it's so funny. She turns out I love Karen so much because she is such a good audience stand-in because this is exactly what a real person
Oh,
would do.
absolutely. Oh,
She is
yes.
always doing the most realistic thing in
Mhm.
any scene. She turns off all the lights and she pretends to be asleep.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny and realistic. Like that is so what you would
Oh,
do.
it is what you'd I'm not gonna let him know that I was worried or that I was waiting up. Hell no, I'm
and
gonna go
she
get in bed, turn off the light.
and she's really laying it on thick too.
Mhm.
He comes in and turns on the light and she's pretending that she was asleep and she's all,
Mhm. Yeah.
And he's like, sorry. And oh no, she says, what time is it? And he's like, I'm not sure. And she goes, in her normal voice, goes,
Mhm.
it's 3:45. Like, I know
Yeah,
exactly
I
what time
know,
it
yeah,
is.
don't play that crap with me. I'll tell you what time it is.
And this is a nice scene, too, where she's asking him what happened. He's
Mhm.
being pretty flippant about it.
He is.
But what happened? Who were you with? He tells her the truth that he was with
Mhm.
Linda. The car broke down. They were stranded, and they were stranded out in the desert for hours.
Mhm.
She's like, "Why are you taking a shower?"
Yes, which would be the one absolutely you would ask that.
I was out in the desert for 4 hours,
Mhm.
and I need a shower. And I wrote down, "You would never know. You would absolutely never
Yeah,
know for certain
for 100%,
if he
yeah.
didn't sleep with her." And that has to be so aggravating.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, how much do I trust him?
Uh-huh.
Do I
Yeah.
100% trust that this didn't happen?
Yeah.
Because you could never know.
Not for sure.
You would never.
Not for 100% sure. I mean,
No.
depending on who you're with, I mean, of course you're gonna have, okay, I'm 90% sure he didn't, but there's still that little nagging percent that I'm just not ever gonna know for
No.
absolute sure.
Exactly. You can't ever be 100% certain.
Mm-mm.
And that would bother me a lot,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, me too.
And of course, even with it would make it worse with what he says.
Yeah.
Because she says, if something did happen, would you tell me about it?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, no. You know how I hate to
To
brag.
brag. And then he smiles that smile. And you have to take it as his type of sense of humor because that's the way he does it. He does joke like that and but that at that time that was very inappropriate.
Oh, like you think you're being cute and funny, but you
Uh-huh.
know she has all this anxiety about
Yeah.
this.
Well, and, and she was right. That the girl is in love with you. That she tried to get you to stay there. It's a good one. I like that one.
I do like
because
that
I do
episode.
like the Karen and Val, scenes together and Linda telling him like it is and that was that was good.
Yeah, I think that it's an interesting moment to give to Linda's character
Mhm.
because you would think that on a show like this, like, oh, she's just gonna be the temptress and she's gonna be all over him all the
Uh-huh.
time. But they
Yeah.
give her this really nice moment where she calls him out And
Yeah.
it's really nice. I
It
like that
is,
moment.
because at first she seems pretty naive in that she thinks they have an open marriage, and she thinks he believes that this is going to be a romantic weekend and everything, and then she comes around to, wait a minute, like, your wife was right, I am in love with you, and she lets him have it, which, yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah. We forgot to do this last time. I was wondering why our episode was a little bit shorter
Mm.
last week. We forgot to do our favorite moment,
Oh,
or our soap moment, our favorite
yeah.
moment from last time. What is your moment for this week?
The scenes with Abby trying to get to Karen were
Yeah,
kind of funny,
they're funny.
because their relationship is so, they're at each other all the time, and her kind of seemingly trying to warn her and help her out a little bit, where she's just trying to get into her head and mess with
Uh-huh.
her and make her miserable. So the scenes with them, I thought, were pretty good. But
Yeah.
I mean,
They have good scenes in both episodes.
yeah.
They're kind of building their adversarial relationship
Mm-hmm.
at this point,
Yeah,
and it gets so good.
it is
They're
good.
adversaries for years and years and years,
Yeah, yep,
and
that,
it's
yeah,
always fun.
it is
And
always
they are
fun.
establishing it now, which I
Mm-hmm.
like. Yeah, it's a good one. My choice, I think, is gonna be just Karen and Val in general in the second
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
They are so good in this one, and they have such a great relationship
Mm-hmm.
throughout the whole series, like we've said many times. And it's great to see these earlier moments with them that they build on. And this is a pretty big one where they're discussing
Mm-hmm.
Gary being unfaithful and all this stuff. There's even bigger things that happen with the
Mm-hmm.
two of them, and they just always, always, always are there for each
They
other.
are. It's like really watching two best friends.
Yeah, and like they
You
have
know?
their moments of conflict in the
Mhm.
show where they do not agree with each other. They
Sure.
don't agree on how something is done or
Mhm.
whatever. But at the end of the day, if something major is going on,
Mhm.
they will support each other no matter
No
what
matter
else is
what.
going on.
Yep.
They are there for each other.
Yeah.
And it's very nice. And I
It
like
is.
seeing the beginnings of it. I love Let's Go Get a Pizza.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
just
that's
love
a
it.
good one. Yeah, that's a good line.
I love their relationship. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
and I
awesome.
always do. I am going to look up what is next. Season 2, episode 13, chugging right along here. The loudest word. Val deals with the news that she has a malignant tumor in
Mm.
her colon and may need a colostomy I get what this sentence is saying. Let me say that again. Val deals with the news that she has a malignant tumor in her colon and may need a colostomy far better than Gary does. Bobby arrives from Dallas to give Gary truths. That one is an interesting one.
It is, and I like Bobby.
I do like Bobby from
Uh-huh.
Dallas making an appearance.
Yeah.
I think that we'll talk about it when we see it.
Yeah.
But I think that episode, because I know that episode backwards and forwards. I know that one really, really well.
Yeah.
And it's just one that's stuck with me for a
Mm.
long time. They are so dramatic. And yes, a horrible thing is happening to Val.
Yes.
That you can't be too dramatic about having a malignant tumor. But some of the things that happen in that episode, I'm like, would a real person react this way?
Right.
We can talk about the specifics.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
But
we'll be able to better
and
explain
like
that.
I
Yeah.
said, I want to, before we watch it, I want to interview my husband,
Mhm.
who, it's very personal. I'm not going to go into details of his medical history, but had a colostomy in
Mhm.
his late teens for quite a while.
Mm.
Doesn't have one anymore, but had one.
But knows.
But knows what it's like.
Mhm.
I want to ask him about having a colostomy and what
Mhm.
that's like, and if their reactions to it in this episode are proportionate.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
know he had his 25 years after this episode aired, but still.
But still, yeah, you'll have to talk to him about that.
Yeah, I'd just be interested to have his perspective on it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe have him watch the episode
Yeah.
and then ask him, is this
Yeah, he would need to
inappropriate?
watch the episode if he's gonna give his perspective on how all of it was dealt with.
Yeah, is this an appropriate response
Uh-huh.
to being told that your wife might have a colostomy?
Right.
Anyway, we'll talk about all that next week.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 14, Moments of Truth. Ginger's baby shower ends in suspense and terror when armed robbers take the party guests hostage. I think I've seen this one once.
Yeah, I've seen it maybe twice.
Yeah, probably when it aired and then when we
and
watched
then when
it.
we watched it, yeah, and that's about it.
I know that this episode exists.
Yeah.
I know that Abby gets her first slap in this episode.
Yeah. Which, yeah.
I
Nice.
remember that this exists. I remember the plot.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Not
so
one of our
it'll
favorites, I
be
guess, yeah.
nah, but it'll be interesting to watch it. And once again, the crime rate in Knots Landing is through the friggin' roof.
It is.
Once
It is.
again,
For this nice little
once again, these random people in
Uh-huh.
this community are the victims of random acts of violence.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting.
Anyway,
Yeah.
not
It
not
happens,
sla-
I guess.
yeah, but not that often
Not
to that many
often.
people.
Yeah. True.
Good Lord. Anyway, we will deal with all of that in detail next week.
Yeah.
Until then,
All right.
goodbye.
Goodbye.